Hey guys, it's time to go with another game of Total Warhammer 3. Bhashiva, the White Tiger, is here. And she's got an amazing flag. She's got cool tiger units. She's very stylish. We're going to start the campaign. We're going to talk about her while we wait. Now, I thought there might be like a video for her campaign because it's like a new one and they often have them, which is the reason why we didn't start loaded in. But that's an awesome picture in the background. Love it. They look so fierce. I like that one of the tigers has a beard. Sorry, mane. But pretty excited about this. I really like Cathay. Yeah, movie.
The Cathayan Desert.
Kind of terracotta sentinel with warpstone all around.
Yet to the tiger warriors, it is home. For generations, the frontier beyond the mountains of heaven has sheltered them from Sinch's schemes. Guided there by the living prophecy of the White Tiger.
I love Cathay. I just think it's the coolest aesthetic. And they're really fun to play too. And this is going to make them even more fun. Because what do I need? Strong heroes.
A mercenary lord of Shangyang, poised between her.
I think they actually don't have like a
mandate
duelist
of
hero.
Against the powers of ruin.
We've got her though.
The desert tigress leads into the gathering dark.
Because we've got a new caster though with Lore of Life for Cathay, and that's going to be amazing. That's going to be so good.
Through honor, we persevere.
Alright, path to victory. As the forces of chaos swell once more, the White Tiger rises to meet them in battle. Iron favor with Zhao Ming gives us myriad martial boons for the armies, which we will unlock once we get 200 favor. And we have to get relics to make herself stronger. Alright, well there's plenty of cool little things there, and that's exciting. Banner of Swiftness. This... Ogres, my lord. This is the best item we could possibly see here, right? Because Strider, she has, but she doesn't have Wayfarer. And this is going to let her, like, slow down and speed up really well. And we'll probably keep it on her, like, the whole time because Cathay doesn't have, like, a chariot. But it's a... This banner is dramatically better than it looks. If you're not familiar, it is. Because Wayfarer, with the slowdown and speed up, will allow you, if you have good mass on whoever you give it to get in and get out really, really well. We start with a Claw Speaker of Beasts. Technically a caster. What are they like? Do they have... Okay, they have unique trees. Reserve per second? That's like the best sentence a person can read. Because reserve per second means... Oh, and then you can get a region prayer, though. Alright, so definitely worth taking more than one Claw Speaker. And I like Beastcasters anyway. What do we get out of... They get Celestial Lions? That's good. I like that. So, Lore Beast gives you a faction-appropriate summon, although not always as good as you would like. So, you know, like, you can get a Manticore if you're, like, a bad-aligned Beastcaster, right? Or you might get a Great Eagle if you're Wood Elf Beastcaster. And we get the Celestial Lion. Alright, so we start right here by these Dissenter Lords, but that's not what we want. We want to make contact with... Oh, we already have the trade agreement with him. Well, that's good. I was like, we gotta go talk to our buddy and make sure we're on great terms. Yeah, we don't want to be friends with anyone he's at war with, obviously. I don't really have a plan. You know, we're just gonna try not to die. For victory conditions, we just have to pop some dudes. And honestly, defeating enemies is my favorite kind of generic condition. The rewards are generic. Alright, let's go tech. Missile strength, potentially good. Okay, so military buildings, we've got... Alright, Tier 3, we get hero cap for these casters, which aren't amazing fighters, but are... Shadows and Life are very desirable lures. And the guy that we have, we might just hold on to since cap's so easy to get. And we can... We do Jumping's goals to get support where we get those units. But we also, you know, we want to get an Astromancer and an Alchemist in the army, which makes me not want too many beasts and other casters. Anyway, let's get to this. Now that we've thought a lot, let us not think. Destroy! Now, the Ironclad Tiger Warriors are really good. Mediumly armored at 60. Very solid, you know, 40-46 combat stats. And a big 20 bonus first large with primary AP, you know, 74%, no, 76% split there, yeah. AP to non-AP. Good stuff. Bhashiva, what's she got? So she can reveal stuff everywhere as long as no one's around. That'll be good. You know, we won't have people sneaking up on us. And instead we shall do the sneaking. Alright, so we can slow down somebody. Oh, look at her ninja running. Oh, she looks so sneaky.
Following my path. In search of prey.
We're not like that fast compared to them, right? We just... If you can draw ogres to fight in the woods, you should, because we're small size anyway. Man, these Tiger Warriors got totally tuned up. Alright, we underestimated their abilities, maybe. You know, I don't fight ogres very often. I forget how good ogre bowls actually are. We definitely needed... Wow, what a bad player I am. Just letting them jive right onto us. What are you gonna do, right? But Bhashiva's having a party. Cutting through. Once we got her into a position where she could get stuck on the big guy, that's helping, and we're just gonna, you know, not terrible, not great though. Losing like 20 models here. We do have like better replenishment through Bhashiva for Tiger Warriors, and that's good because I am apparently going to be losing lots of them from time to time. No, we just engaged poorly. You know, we were thinking, jump them in the trees, that'll be nice. We should have just waited back a little bit, shot them up a little bit more. Ogre Bulls are unarmored. We let one of them get 450 value. You know, that's too many values. Also, I don't know what white tigers cost. They might be kind of expensive. The stats are good. Only 80 models in the unit, right? But we will pardon them. Charming will appreciate that. Alright, white tiger's calling. We have to begin the journey. And we get the banner of swiftness. Alright, so the journey takes us that way. Good news. Oh. You can make this pillar, and then when you research this Tiger Court thing, and your enemies aren't in the province, you're hidden. So you could just wait here and have like a bunch of armies, and they wouldn't know. I can't imagine ever doing that because I'm not that deliberate of a player. But you know, it's cool. The other cool thing is that we're in our own lands here. Oh, and we can make contact with this, so that's nice. This is a camp, so we're gonna have to be slightly more deliberate. But really, it's just about being behind the crossbows and getting our shoot-em-ups done. Grummust Smasher won't be able to do too much against that. Because we're just going to shoot him, right? There's no need to worry over much about it. Right? Come on, guys. No? There we go. There we go. We should outrange the flinging fellows there, even though they're on a wall, and indeed we do. Make sure to leave those fellows further back, as they're a little beat up. So once we get the Noblars off, we'll just run in. Jade Warrior crossbows are not, like, good, right? They're not good at all. They do have armor on those, so that helps. You know, they're decent at getting diving stuff done, you know, like if harpies or dogs are on them or whatever, you know, lacking the armor piercing, they can really not do as well as they had hoped. But we're gonna tell those Noblars to slow down, that we're not done with them yet. And of course our AI trying to make us do very silly things. I'm just hoping to have these fools run away again. but this is perfection for Bhashiva, right? This is exactly what she wants. She's got pretty splashy attacks, it looks like. She might just be like a really great infantry blender. Not that these guys have good value, but anybody that can get through a lot of infantry, that's a value all its own, right? And we gotta go like a super long way around, or hit a wall, which will take like a year probably. Anyway, now that we have run around this way, we are ready to go. We will slow this dude up and get the Guandos on him. Tyrants are good fighters, right? I often diss them just because, you know, they're not the most amazing, but they're good fighters. And you don't want to send like just like a dude at them, like one of your early heroes or something. They'll chew them up. They have a really big armor piercing. But of course, against a big group of wow, I hate this game. Literally, they're on guard mode, right? They're on guard mode, which means don't follow people, and they were about to run all the way over there. Who knows why? Okay, now they can't decide if they want to go in here or outside of the walls. Great. Anyway, I hate this game. But our Tiger Claw warriors are fighting. Bhashiva is going to come in and try and get some swings in. And it looks like it's pretty successful. He gets a hit back too. He's a big dude. For being a tiger, you know, she's not that tall. She's not like a giant tiger. She's like just a bipedal tiger, but gets the hits in. Good AP values, you know, good melee attack, devastating flanker, which is nice. You know, it's a decent little stat line. She does have flaming attacks, which is bad much more often than it's good, I think, but for all the things that we should be expecting to fight, it should be okay. It really only is super bad against a couple of factions. Chaos Dwarves are the one that immediately comes to mind, where you actively do not wish to have flaming attacks. Alright, so her unique line, 25 movement range after winning a battle. Lowers armor, melee, huge debuff on melee defense for this Hidden Huntress ability, which is really good, you know, because you can, it's just a single target thing. But negative 24 is already a lot. And then we get bonus against ogres, demons, warriors, chaos. Oh, decent. She doesn't have terror, but it gives her fear, and fear for the tiger warriors. 15 physical resistance for her, and 10 for the army. More allegiance points. Love that. After all, what is more stylish for a tiger than a giant thunder barge? Stalking stance. Oh, yeah. Chance to ambush the army that you hit. All right. So, do we want lightning strike here? I mean, I think we just go red line, right, for buffing the tigers, and that'll be the way to roll it.
Step forth if you dare.
And the Humble Peasant Spear is so much better than people give it credit for. We're going to get a couple of them. Not least because they're cheap and these guys are expensive. Alright, what do we want to get here? If we take this line... It's just an Iron Hail to start. Which isn't that good because I'm not that good. But the Grand Cannon is pretty integral to our overall plan. However, when we go here, we'll get a major settlement thing. Let's just take the growth. Let's just be an adult about it. Oh no, we'll take the peasant huts. That's better. Negative control. That's not better. But some peasant archers and horsemen would be very good. We'll just take the growth and see what we get.
Swift and lethal.
Punishment for yin units. Yeah, but
None.
tigers exist outside of the yin and yang thing, right? And they don't get the benefits for it. They don't give the benefits for it.
The white tiger does not fail.
Which is good, because the Ivory Road. And the destinations. Alright, so we know from experience that what you do... Ooh! Tiger warriors on the caravans. That's nice. Gets Longma Rider units. Is a Longma Rider good enough? You know, we'll just get a bunch of tigers, right? And you always send it to Castle Drakenhof first. You do this for the Von Karstein Blade, the best item in the game. It isn't. But it's the best one you can get for Cathay very early. So we're going to send it, and we're going to hope that... you get it. Will yield only iron favor. Yeah, well, it'll still be something. Because the sooner you do this, the less enemies you have on the map, right? And we're going to be able to protect this road in. And if not, then we'll take control of the caravan and try very, very hard to not die. Alright. Turn one. Bum 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 bum. It's been like a whole week since I've played. They're gonna eat one of our units. That's not gonna happen. This is gonna put us at odds with, you know, some people that Zhao Ming does like, the ogres, but, you know, what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? And these guys have precursor ammo, two little chakrams with, you know, decent AP on them. So, you know, they throw one. Where's the other one at? They gotta have their weapons still. Do they have like one on their belt? Yeah. Well, they should have 3, right? 3 is traditional. I guess they throw the 2 on their belt though, and then they keep the 3rd one in their hand. So for this Tiger Lord, we see an AP bonus expert against large, which is, you know, a great little lord to get. And we're gonna hit this guy and try to weaken him up. Wow, they took so much damage on that charge, but I guess that's the ogres, right? You know, they do that. But there we see the beauty of these stalkers on the flank, where, you know, you quick flanking attacks, very nice, right? They have fire while moving, you know, they get it done. The tigers here of the caravan do just fine, and we should be able to replenish, I think, in the lands that we're in. So, you know. So take that, you fools. Never should have come here. We can't let any of them get out to tell the tale, although the ones over there are going to. Look, if he had tried to extort us for, like, money or something, but he wanted to eat one of our tigers. It's not like we had, like, some peasants that we didn't care about. But, you know, the caravan fights do make you money, so that is something. Oh, he went this way. I thought he was going to go that. I guess because that was a red path. It'll still have us going through the Black Fortress and, you know, through these lands. But the thing is that this early, you gotta figure that you'll be able to get away with it. And I guess that's like, you know, if there's an ogre camp. And is he... Yeah, no, they don't get mad at you for those fights, at least. Although he is unfriendly with me, and we will very likely need to fight them, although...
Your ferocity is without equal.
He bros out with him pretty hard. But if we just get... Oh, well, now, actually... Because Greasus doesn't like me, I guess maybe he's gonna bro out with Zhao Ming less often, so that's a little interesting thing. Bum, bum, bum. And plus, peasant long spears are excellent against ogres, where you've got, you know, big annoying units that you need to get the spears into. I love peasant long spears. They're not like as good in this campaign as they are in Yonbo. I had a couple peasant long spears that were absolutely the linchpin of our builds. Would be nice to have some archers. I don't really believe in the jade crossbow. You know, like they're too intermediate in archer. I like elite archers or cheap archers. If they're medium, they gotta be something special. But here,
Ready to pounce. Warrior crossbow. Bhashiva. Claws are sharp.
alright, hey, yeah, that's, they started being less passive. Or at least they are currently being less passive, and that's good. I saw that there was some change to avoid clumping and stuff in the patch notes, and they've thought better of it now. Oh my goodness.
Prowling the field. Kamau is with me.
Defenders of Cathay, repositioning. For Cathay, immediately.
For the moon dragon.
We obey.
Claws are sharp.
Nothing will stop us! Iron Claw Warrior!
We're gonna dive with Bhashiva to try to get her to not get these peasants to not take the brunt of the charge, right? On the Nobblers, and then Bhashiva can roll in this way because we are doing pretty well at getting our guys disentangled anyway. Not super well, but pretty well. And on this front, we've got the ogres surrounded and surrounded. These bulls are going down. The bull's not parading any longer, and we're going to charge in here. Crossbows can do their own thing. Nope, these Nobblars rolling through. That's too bad.
Guided by ancestors. Sent by dragons.
Maybe we should have fought them.
Praise the dragon.
Oh, she has beaten the brakes off this dude. This guy is just a little slaughtermaster with 72 melee defense. He didn't know what he's doing, man. Getting it done. But the Ogre Bulls get a rear charge into the Ironclaw Tiger Warriors, doing a ton of damage. You know, the Tiger Warriors are not good against Ogres. They're great against some other stuff that we're not fighting. But what is good against Ogres is our overall game plan, and it ends up working out just fine.
Fight as one.
The dragons ask.
Our glorious level 2 Bhashiva doing the best she can. And we're just charging them down a little bit. A little bit more post-battle loot, that's what it's all about. It's, I don't always focus on it, especially somewhat later in a campaign, but early on, you know, when your money counts for a lot, just a little bit of fast forwarding, get yourself some more kills. It's not about the kills you get in battle, right? It's when they're routing, I think, that you get it. But here, these Noblars are a little quick, but the Tiger Warriors end up catching them right before the end. Nope, they don't. You know, if they would run on their anyway, it's not important. I just feel like maybe being married to this bipedal thing is like getting in their way somewhat. But Rotith's not hide. Doesn't know what hit him. Okay, so when we do certain stuff, we get the Iron Favor. This one's just got a lot of things on it and a happy picture because she's looting the place. It looks like this is the good option, right? Some flags, happiness and wealth, guys with sacks, you know. But you gotta look at what's happening, not whatever else it is. And we gain a relic. How would you like to relic my tiger? All right, here we go. Can use Iron Favor to get stuff. Special missions. Purchase insignia. Unit capacity and stuff. There's the bar that tells you how many things you've got. Limited lords, that's always good for me. I don't like having a lot of stuff anyway. If you saw my old World Dwarf campaign where I had 80 armies and took over the entire map, just ignore that I said that. Unit cap is there. All right. So if you do this, you recruit it from here. No, I think you just get the unit cap, and then you've still got to find... Yeah, it's not going to put it into the pool. The goals will put it into the pool. Alright, so we need to eliminate one of these guys. Or this guy over here. Well... I guess this Mountain Eater guy makes the most sense. And that'll get us another banner of swiftness also. Speaking of banners of swiftness. Got one there. Attack for the dudes. Red line for him. Like, do we go get Flock of Doom before replaying? Yes, because, you know, a spell that we actually want to use. Look, Wizard's Wild Form is good. I'm not like a buff spell guy. I'm like everybody else in the world, and I like drama and flash. So, you know, I'm all about getting the cool stuff out. This place does have our Jade building there, which is very nice. We'll get this one. I guess we just, yeah, get 2 more crossbows because ranged units are good, actually. And, yeah, there you go. And then we'll probably break this building right after we get these crossbows because 4's enough. And, yeah. Tiger Court. Alright, here we go. We can enhance our units, because they're not good enough already. Levels of devotion. And then we've got oaths. Access via the central octagonal icon. Oh, what a tooltip. Here, with the central octagon. Some damage, some leadership and vigor, loss reduction, some defense, yeah. And the more you do... Okay, at the top, you get... The final one gives you unspottable for the stalker units, and yeah, so the final one gives you quite nice stat boosts, very cool stuff with tech, and if they get tired, they'll become unbreakable and get a huge bonus versus large. Huh. Is worse than winded? Well, it's pretty interesting. It's kind of strange. But then we'll also be able to get... Ooh, a cannot die ability. Love it. So each of these are for the three, like, principal kinds of tigers that you get, you know. You get, Tiger Warriors, or the dual axe ones tying in. Yeah. Alright, well, we're going to dedicate it to the prophecy of the White Tiger. No, to the way of 1,000 gods.
Our traditions are passed on through our actions.
Alright. Lots of unique mechanics that I've never done before. But the caravan is on its way. And we'll see if it can continue on safely. Do we need to do anything here? Okay, so you can just do this, and actually it's not bad, right? Alright, so we can... Got our insignia, okay, and you can access them here. It's like I just did access them here.
My blades are sharp.
Okay, and then we've got a scrap page here to, yeah, lose a little bit of armor and get better range and AP on the missiles, which is, I mean, just awesome, right? Let's go grab another one of those. Why don't we? Why don't we just? You know, all factions need cool stuff like this, but I'm okay with the faction I want to play having it, because I'll just do that. So I'm excited about this campaign because, you know, like, if we just sort of, like, cozy up with Zhao Ming, then, you know, that's all we gotta do, right? Just go get in brawls. Path of the Tiger Warrior. So some people don't like what's going on there, but yeah, you know, we're doing the prophecy, the Path of the Tiger Warrior. Reveal nearby relics. Well, that, looks like there's some there, huh? Well, we want to go up there soon anyway, so we will do it right after this. We know that Gorth the Cruel is a reliable neighbor. Is he a jerk? Yes. Is he the Cruel? Yes. Is he ever going to declare war on you? No. The AI won't allow him to. He is a Sentinel faction. But here, with our 4 crossbows, we should be matched up a little better against the ogres. Because if you can just defend a couple of crossbows, you know, then you're fine. Like, where do we want to fight? Like, here, if possible, right? Yeah, because that's awesome. This is a good place to fight.
Never conquered. Spear.
Jade crossbow.
Warriors. Jade crossbow.
Warriors. The claws of Cathay. All hail Bhashiva.
The celestial faithful. Marching in ordered ranks.
And she's just going to hang out here in the trees and then hit them on this flank here. Because if they're trying to go around this weird way...
Sent by dragon.
A bloodline on Brawl.
Move as wind. Warrior crossbow.
The celestial faithful. Sent by dragons.
Like, look at how fast she is now. The banner gives her so much. This might not be smart, but it could work. She's just gonna ninja run in. Because all the really heavy hitters are far away, right? And I feel like the Ogre Bulls won't do too much against her. You know, with their, I might be wrong, and I think, wow, yeah, I think I'm wrong. But it's okay, because I also think we'll be able to just leave. Yeah, Wayfarer's banner coming in clutch. I mean, hey, that was some good damage, though.
In the blink of an eye.
We need to get Perfect Vigor on her pretty bad, but that's alright. We're just gonna... She's so quick on that charge. Jeez Louise. Getting it done. And the archer is doing beautifully. Doing super beautifully. We're gonna just charge in here and try to get a big hit on these Noblars before they get in. Flock of Doom here and here. They shouldn't be able to press through. That guy just runs all the way through, though.
Warrior crossbow.
But it's alright. Bhashiva, oh no, it's not alright. She is fighting against their hero and losing.
Nothing but
It'll be alright.
Crossbowman.
We'll just try to run here. This whole side goes very well. Rotate, rotate, rotate the face. Peasants that way. Bhashiva to this side, away from the big guy. If they have a big, scary, armor-piercing fighter, it's your duty as a player to run away from them and let your little dudes beat them up. Sick Flock of Doom here. Gonna do some damage upon them. A very French amount of damage. getting sandwiched there, and not a delicious sandwich. A terrible, terrible ogre sandwich. Not tasty. Not good. But that's the thing about Jade Warrior crossbows, right? With 70 armor, or 80, or less, depending. You know, there's a lot that can be said for their ability to take a charge from something like an Ogre Bull with big weapon damage but low AP, which is a lot of flanking units. You know, the light cav of the game, the dogs and the birds. Not the bees. The bees have armor piercing. The Nurgle bees. They're no slouches. Bhashiva getting tuned up. Oh my goodness. Staying in too long on this fool. But we're going to hit him anyway. I think we have a turn without a fight to replenish a little bit. And a little bit more. You know, failing to anticipate how well the ogres would jump through the line. That's a classic, classic thing. But I don't fight a lot of ogres, and they are a faction that demands, like, its own sort of puzzle, right? Because large amounts of monsters that still get to keep a lot of their charge when they hit your charge guys, you know. Obviously, if we had, you know, cannons or whatnot. But still, then they could dive on the cannons, potentially. But getting it done there, and although we take way too much damage on Bhashiva, we see from, like, the incredible swiftness of her getting up and running around, just the power of the Wayfarer's banner. And this run is already a charmed run for handing it to me at the beginning. The game selects an ancillary, an item, based on its perceived rarity, which is common, right? But some things are more common than others. And we own a province. We're gonna take this for local cap because we're gonna want to fill up the turn after this. First up is long spears, obviously. And then we'll be able to roll up this way. Karakazorn is almost certain to not survive due to the fact that it's fighting Goldtooth. Sad.
Western provinces bid you a warm welcome.
Jiaming is still doing something. We need him to survive, right? Like, but if we, you know, we knock these guys out, and then we can potentially go here, hit these Lords of Shangyang, take it over. Isn't there like a village of Tigermen over here? Does it have a landmark? We'll find out. But Greasus is rolling up these ogres as we speak. Not great for us, but it will let us complete this quest, perhaps. Alright. Hunting camp gives us, you know, money and such, I think. Yeah, if we build the huts here, then we'll be able to get more peasant. We'll be able to get some, but man, this control. Yeah, maybe we just do another growth, right? Do the boring thing. Drop this building now. Bhashiva's got huge replen from Claw Speaker plus everything else. We'll take this replenishment as well. Yeah, so, you know, super beat up, but look at all of that. That's great. She gives 10% herself to all of them in the army, and it must apply to her as well, because she is doing just fine. And then we're going to pump up the jams, pump them up here. And, you know, Redline Peasant Long Spears are awesome. Redline Tiger Warriors. I mean, at 50-49, 50, 60 here on the Guandors. I mean, that is a spicy little stat line for the beginning of the game on a relatively quick unit. Cannot wait to keep on seeing it go forward. All right, here we've got... Okay, so if we had this one, we could just like be on a war against his enemies maybe and get it fulfilled. But we're gonna roll up this way, get our relic at the Titan's Notch, fight Baldig Mountain Eater, and such. %20 ward save banner. You know, maybe we should just be going up to that. Wait, 20% speed all armies? No, that's where we're going. That's where we're going, all right. That's gonna give us a lot of speed. Look, there might be correct choices to make in a tech tree, but when I see one that I like, that's where I'm going. And I don't know what the new Cathay tech tree is. There's lots of different ways to play a game. I don't like to study it before I play. I like to look at it while I'm doing it. And if I fail, that's the price I'm willing to pay. And these fools want to brawl again. Malkrad Hunter Killer. We need some events to get more guys in this caravan, you know. If we're going to be doing every fight with the caravan, and apparently we are. We'll let them come to us, kind of, and then... Charge there. Try to jump on the bulls first and ignore the Lord if possible. Precursor ammo melting the Sabertusk Path's HP a little bit, and then we charge in, they charge in. All a big happy charge in time. He runs over here to try to support, which is the perfect thing that could have happened for us, really. And then we're going to hit him. Imbued him with Weakened Effect, which is super good, right? I actually really like these Tiger Lords, but Celestial Generals are still probably going to be the closest to my heart, but maybe I will see the benefits of another. And he's gonna swiggity swoogity come in there with his big old anti-large halberd. Love it. Look at him get hit. And of course against Oak, he knocked him down into the drink. Get wrecked, buddy. Man, he is just winning this fight, even though it's in the water, and that's not great for me. All right, let's run away a little bit there. And now that his back is turned, come in, hit him again. Hit him in the back now. It's the Tiger Warrior Bop. We're here in some very questionable water. Trying to fight with honor. Man, only 40 armor on these guys. Gotta remember that they are not uber tanky yet. You know, you get your stuff, more physical resist, blah, 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 which, of course, that's a caster. I don't remember if Slaughter Masters have magic attacks. I think they don't.
Bhashiva. None shun the tigress's coin.
Like, do we go for control just to help this crazy place out? I mean, you hate to do it. Yes, you hate to do it.
Ready for the hunt.
And here we can get like another tiger warrior. I mean, why not more of them, right? We've got 4 peasant spears. Why not a bunch of the punch to go around the sides? And then we'll change the recruitment commandment next turn to something else. I want a cannon, but you know, we've got to earn a cannon. We could slow him down and make him better. Like, I just wish that our peasants had insignia.
My blades are sharp. I will not let my guard down.
Alright, and then he's got a red line there now too, and he's just moving his way through the Badlands. The Chaos Corrupted Lands. That's why it stinks to be fighting like a caravan fight there, because if you're in an attrition causing zone, pretty bad. But I mean, what's worse, attrition or losing an entire unit of your tiger warriors? You know, you can't recruit into a caravan, so if it doesn't... Oh. The Barbarian speaks of honor, not ruin. Yeah, so we'll give him 900 and get a couple of crossbows, which will be amazing for this army. Good morning, Ellie. I'm a tiger. Look at me. I'm a tiger. Is that a skeleton of a mammoth? Probably. Yes. Yes, it is. There is more scariness than that in the world. We're gonna go fight some ogres. Yes. Baldig Mountain Eater, who we need to brawl with for our quest. I mean, let's just bushwhack Groth Blood Juicer here. With a name like that, he knows what he did. And get to it. This one will be easy, but then we'll have a knockdown drag out. My tiger looks kind of sad. Yeah, well, you know, she's like the leader of her tiger people here who are displaced from their ancestral lands. She's got a lot of obligations. I can just tell her this punk is something we need to play with. That's what the ogres are for. For what are they? If not stuffed with meat. These little guys in the front are their assistants, Noblars. Sometimes they wear little pots on their heads, you know, for armor. Very angry ogres. Not like us. We're very stylish. This guy's a wizard, you can tell because of the staff. Alright. So, where shall we fight? Here? Yes.
Wind and fire. Peasant spearmen. Praise the dragons. Defenders of Cathay. Warriors.
A bloodline unbound. Kamau's might.
Jade warriors. Stone and steel. Crossbowmen.
For Kamau.
Crossbowmen. Stone and steel.
Bhashiva.
Alright.
Stay light on your feet.
They're coming to us. Good, good, good. Now, we don't want to get too frisky out here, do we? Yes, we do. Nah. We'll engage here in the center
Swift and unseen.
against the weakling guys, and then maybe if they wheel to us, then yeah, the crossbow's doing some work. Oh yeah, that was a good dive. She pops like 4 of the Noblars there, and then we'll run in here, because they aren't... You're not gonna kill me! We're just gonna push right through these little dudes. No, we don't have the mass for that. What is our mass? Only 1100. Okay, yeah, well then. That's what I get for thinking. No, we'll still ninja run through. Flock of the Doom. This time we've got a sticky enough front line where they're not gonna be able to just pierce through, and they don't even have that many troops, right? This is an unequal fight in our favor where we've got more than they do. Rarely happens, right?
In search of prey. In the blink of an eye.
Well, it rarely happens that when it's like this, you do it yourself and don't just auto it. Run away from him. Jeez.
Chaos has no hold. Run or die. Die warriors. All hail Bhashiva.
Like, I don't want to get too beat up here because we're going to have a bigger fight against his dude right after this. But there we go. Relatively clean-ish. Well, if the guy comes to fight us, at least it'll be away from his reinforcements, so that'll be good. And we'll have our 20 stack next turn. I would love to get Allure of Life online, but that's going to be a few turns away. Be alright. Was so cute. Do we have to eat them? Oh, I don't know how to tell you this about ogres, Ellie, but... The tigers actually are the normal eating habits out of the 2 that are here. The ogres are voracious. They worship the maw, which is a big hole in the ground. They hear its whispers that tells them to devour everything. They're actually not evil. They are a neutral faction motivated by their curse of hunger, and the Noblars, they suffer the fate of the weak in the Warhammer universe in general, which is the fate of cute little goblins and all the little guys, which is that the big guys kick them around and eat them sometimes. But also, sometimes the big guys eat them, and then those were like the favorite little guys of an important big guy, and then you get like a whole story character out of it. Scrag the Slaughterer got his hands chopped off, and now he's got like meat hooks because he ate his boss's favorite Noblar, I think is how the story goes. Scrag the Slaughterer, or the Laughter, depending on how you pronounce his name. Charming guy. We're gonna do Dragon Edict. There we go. Insigniar. We could keep going down red line just because, well, I mean, but that's melee defense and spell resist out of it. I mean, we could do red line later and just do yellow line now and be very cool and stylish. That's what we'll do. More replen. Available pillar upgrade. We're just gonna keep on... Oh. What? No. This gives you an ability where you look at an enemy army and you click on them, and it silences all of their enemy casters. That is crazy.
Reverence guides us to
Oh, there we go. So we get our global recruitment cap, but next devotion level with a relic, we'll get -1 global recruitment duration. That'll give us single turn global tiger recruitment, our favorite. Because that means no matter where we go and what we lose, we can always get some more tigers. It'll be a little expensive. What are you going to do? Little guys of the world unite. You have nothing to lose but your chains, and maybe the cooking pot on your head if you were borrowing it and you have to return it before you leave. All right, so this is going to be messy. This is going to be very messy, but we have to do it. However, they've given us the best avenue towards victory here. So the reason I say this, okay, so we're going to have to fight this guy, plus a stack, plus this settlement stack. However, because we caught him out, there'll be reinforcements, which means they're going to have to run, which means they're going to get tired by the time they show up. So we're just going to have to make sure that we fight them early enough. Or we just set up, because, okay, he'll probably go all the way back there with them. We don't really have a reach out and poke them army, but no, okay, so he's just right there. Cool. Do we want to try to duel him? I mean, how bad could it go? I mean, he could cast a lot of death magic on me and then I'll regret it forever. That would be bad. We do like so, we're still pretty exposed. But not so bad, right? Yeah, because we'll just...
Thoughts in harmony.
All hail Bhashiva.
Yeah, seems fine. So they'll show up, and then we'll have a big old brawl on our hands. But I don't want to run out there, lose my I mean, because that Slaughtermaster will probably... She's got 5,000 hit points, right? So he could probably do about half of them with Spirit Leeches before she died. But now they're going, okay, so... Apparently, the new AI fix has made them much more aggressive, because look at him shambling in. He is not at all waiting for them, which is good, you know. A more active AI, while you might be able to get some good benefits out of it, in point of fact, you know, it's always going to help them to put their face to the foe. And he actually gets very tuned up by the crossbows. And gonna be able to eliminate his danger before he shows up too much. Look at all the damage he did against the long spears, though. Man, you know, it's a lot of work. But hey, you know, that's what damage one Overlord will do, and now we've got rather a lot of nonsense coming at us. You know, we're just gonna try to keep the crossbows online. We've got plenty of units to stick into the gaps.
Nothing will stop us.
Move as we, warriors.
It's about to get real squirrely up in here, but that is a big army of the Mountain Eaters coming at us. I love their sigil. It looks so good onto their belly plates. But there we go. We're starting the Jade Warrior crossbow fire. And these Ogre Bulls can't put up with it, right? They really have a problem with our Withering Fire from the crossbow. So all we need to do, right, is make sure that we live up to the promise of it. We're gonna try to meet this Tyrant's charge so that he doesn't get there on the Peasant Spears, and then we're gonna charge this way with Bhashiva, trying to interrupt here and here. And now he dove really far there. We're gonna get a very nice flock of doom. They're not trying to overflank too badly here, so we're gonna be able to push up here and here. Because if they can't buckle the front line, and it looks like they may not be able to, they're gonna have a lot of trouble here in a second. We're just gonna debuff their Lord, because once he's out of the back line, the back line is fine. This guy is doing okay. He's totally surrounded by Noblar. He's doing fine. We're actually doing amazing here. This is perfection. This is so good of a fight. We got him right where we want him, and everything is coming up. Millhouse running here and here, and now we're going to be able to push through onto the Flingers because their whole front line is buckled, because Ogre Bulls are so bad against chaff units, right? They don't have the armor, and that means that all of your missiles are getting so much dang value on them. Get wrecked, you fools. Now, we don't want them to all run away, though, because we actually need to chase them down. If all they do is run away and don't lose a bunch of models, then we have a tough fight ahead of us. But we're going to do our best to whittle them down. So they're en route here, right? But that doesn't mean that we've won. There's so many of them. When they come back, you know, we do run the risk of having them, you know, in a pretty sketchy spot for us, but I think they're beat up enough already to where it'll actually help us more than it hurts us if they rally a little bit. Get the damage in here. Sick Flock of Doom there. Charge in here. here just to allow them to catch me. No, not so good. Here and here. Good, good, good. Bhashiva, being a champion, tuning up Balding Mountain Eater. Why do we need to chase them down? Because if not, they're going to be back and in greater numbers. So HP damage and model damage are different. There's 160 models in this Noblar unit. They might be running away with 120 of them still. We took a fight with the guy outside of the settlement, so the other armies, once they flee, they're going to be more or less intact with the model count that they had in this fight. So if we don't chase them down, although they all ran and it looks like we did a lot of damage, that HP bar doesn't matter. 50% HP damage with 70% of the models, still 70% of the models, which we would then have to fight right afterward. But of course, we're not going to get the benefit of getting our armies as put together because we got very beat up here on our Tiger Warrior front. So we definitely need to get the kills we can get here. But we win. And we're going to do our best to whittle them down as we go. Flock of Doom on the retreating foe. Even at very tired now, yeah, because she gives them a boost of 10%. But yeah, they're still pretty dang quick at 41. But once we get the tech for 20% more army speed, which is just so good to get that early. All right, there we go. We win. A close victory. That's better than a victory of Pyrrhic of Epiros, which is what they promised us. Value upon value. Good performances out of the warriors. Good performances out of the peasants. Oh, there we go. We'll take the replen here. And also running them down while they flee gives you post-battle loot here in the treasury. The game never tells you this, but it is true. And we're going to take the replen here because we're probably going to have to fight again. But we did very well against our foe here. The big guy's gone. The other big guy's gone. But of course, with less models, then they'll have less HP in the unit the next time we fight them and can shoot them up. And we get another Banner of Swiftness, which is so good. And we can just auto this, yeah, we can just auto it. We already beat them up good enough to where the game rewards us just fine. Occupado. Ooh, the plot thickens. A coronate threat. Across the scarred fields and broken settlements along the Ivory Road, the scent of blood carries far beyond the mortal realm. With slaughter sustained by seas, this conflict the host of corn stir, spurred by an unknown hand. Where blades have already tasted flesh, the air grows heavy with rage. Blood for the blood god, skull for the skull throne. And we just need to cull the disorder by winning another battle. We destroy the mountain eaters. Zhao Ming's goals are completed. And so now we will... He has taken Shangyang, but lost Zhenwu. To whom? To whom? And we're just gonna go here because we don't need a game master, I don't think. I heard they made him a little better. but they'd have to get a lot better indeed. You can make somebody immune to flanking? That's good. It's not a lot better enough, though. Alright, we're gonna go here, because I want the cannons, and then we're gonna be able to build that up before too long. Alright, the White Tiger ascends, gets it done. This control has stabilized now, which is pretty nice. And this place, alright, so 100 income, very small amount of income. Probably worth swapping. Yeah, probably worth swapping for growth, just because growth is so important. And with growth, you could do anything. You could even get another building slot and use it on income. We got 1,100 of these now, so... No. No. Shrapnel ammunition switch? If they're giving me grand cannons that have, like, fragmented anti-infantry ammunition swap, like, stop it. Just stop making me so happy. I don't need all that. What's it gonna be like whenever the world isn't this way anymore? You don't need to do all that. Alright, we're gonna not take this mission because I don't think we can do anything for them. Yeah, not with our current setup. And then we just need to, what? Roll up and kill Grimgor if possible? Is it possible? Oh, is it possible? Because if it's possible to kill Grimgor, like, right now, then I should absolutely do it. Because if I don't, right? If I don't, what happens? Then we have to fight him slightly later, and he kills me. But can we beat him if we fight him? Can Bhashiva brawl with him? Nah, he'd kill her. But what about her plus, like, a lot of people? That might work. We'll give her 12 attack, that'll help. Upgraded Flock of Doom. If only it was a Lore of Life, but, you know, they don't want to make you too happy. So we're supposed to go and find people that are chaotic to fight and then get 8 of these kinds of units. And that's how we level up the next rank. Well.
Trust is earned.
I guess we're just gonna get 2 more of these insignia, because they are really good, and I'm all about them. It's, you know, lose a little bit of armor. I'm totally willing to do that to get the range and the AP damage on there. It's absolutely worth it. Alright. Good stuff. Available charming missions. Yeah, I don't want to accept that one. Because if we can bushwhack Grimgor, who is the worst neighbor... Nah, let's brainstorm. Is there somebody that's worse to have as a neighbor than Grimgor? Yeah, sure. Like Skulltaker or Arbal the Undefeated. Maybe Malice, Darkblade, the most emo of all the elves. Ooh. But we'll get our special swords if we fight Greenskin, so it looks like it's up to Grimgor, isn't it? The Von Karstein Blade. Oh, it's so good. And of course, her unique item we'll probably use, but like, man, the Von Karstein Blade What does it do, you might ask? Oh, it gives you regeneration. It's just what it sounds like. It just gives you health points just for carrying it. Also, you might be being turned into a vampire by the sword. It is named the Von Karstein Blades because they're, you know, vampires. But now Bhashiva can definitely beat Grimgor in a fight, although she might need to run away a couple of times. Take another Banner of Swiftness, give it to somebody else.
Watch and learn.
Wonderful stuff. And now, we're just gonna go and fight with Grimgor as we can. Because he's only level 11, right? This is the best chance we have to deal with him. He doesn't have his Waaaagh on. And he just took this city, so, like, you know, if we could get him... If we could, but we need to get this Coronate Force. You know, we're eyeing him, though. We're going for Grimgor. We're going to try to get him. Because, again, if you don't get him, then he's going to come with a Waaaagh for a whole extra army and then rip your face off because you thought you didn't need to deal.
Would you care for a demonstration of the power of...
Natural authority.
Oh, the Imperial Wardens.
Bow, for you are in the presence of celestial blood. For the dragon.
Child of the Nine.
Who are you fighting with?
May the master.
Because if you're like a good Cathay and not a rebel Cathay, then we must trade. Yeah, because I don't want a fight the ogres quest. It's not gonna help me with anything. And these don't really... Oh. Oh, cool. So when you enhance the Tiger Court enough, when you have this building, if you're just like having a fight, you'll get like some reinforcements that aren't in a siege. That's cool. That is cool. Alright, well, we've got a lot of these things, but not anything to spend them on. We're just gonna chill. No, we can get these. We can what? Get, yeah, more. There we go. A little slower, you know, because that's just trading the speed boost that we give our army for that, and that'll be nice, right? That'll be nice. More defense, more armor. Red line plus that. Now, you know, they're pretty defensible dudes, and with a big bonus first large, that'll help against, you know, some of the stuff that Grimgor might bring to bear. We have a corn fight first, and then we're gonna move on Grimgor and see what we can do. Because if he moves out of the Karak, we just move in, you know. Sieging it with him inside and us not having an ability to deal with the walls is not my idea of a great time.
Ready for the hunt.
Alright, it's too late. They've already breached the rift. And now... Alright, so... We see the thing, and now we've got to fight old Ed and Eddie here. Eddie. And it says we're gonna lose? What? Well, they do have some fun stuff. But I bet we'll do okay. You know, it doesn't believe in the peasants. It doesn't believe in the peasants' ability to deal with it. Oh, 3 Exalted Bloodletters of Khorne. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense why I wouldn't believe. Alright, let's get to it. Oh, but they're in the choke point. They do have a motorcycle drive-by, but we're gonna be able to be okay. Alright, how do we do this? Just this way and deliberately? Yeah. Because we're going to hope that we can get them to come to us, and then, you know, they're going to try to charge, but then, unless they... We'll see what they do. They'll jockey around a little bit, and we might move up if need be. Although, really... Yeah, we can go up here, Flock of Doom, and then run away from the Chaos Furies, potentially. That'll be good. You know, it's not much, but it's honest work. So I'm totally happy to spend my crummy little... Alright, there we go. We have drawn the Chaos Furies of Khorne into our trap. They're trying to catch us, but our... Yeah, there we go. They're like, wait, what did we do? We ran into their archers. Yeah, you did, baby. The Skull Cannon has pretty good range, but we're just gonna go ahead and get to moving. But they're trying to overflank over there. They are going to get tuned up by this. Assuming we can win this engagement. Wow, what is hitting us? Flesh Hounds Plus. Oh, jeez. Alright, so, in conclusion, our guys decided that's too many of them to stand in one spot and decided they were going to clump up and get shot by the Skull Cannon. So that's good. The other good news is Bhashiva is absolutely winning this fight against Eddie. And that Skull Cannon is not being very effective. The map worked for us here, not against us, and we're just going to... Yeah, because they're really in quite a state. They split up their army. They're going to lose their Skull Cannon. They're going to lose all of this, and then they're going to have this mobility force over on that side for whatever it's worth. But a level 15 Herald of Khorne is still no slouch. Even if they're not the most fearsome opponents. No slouch. But, you know, they split their forces. It's a very knee thing to do, but you should expect to lose when you take an engagement that poorly. They had all of this heat, and none of it got to go into the kitchen. Skull cannons are super annoying because when they go into melee, they get ammo from hitting your guys. They get skulls, right? And they're very, very solid units for that reason. You know, artillery that gets its stuff back and actually wants to be in melee a little bit, but all you gotta do is get on them. They don't not die. You just gotta hit them and hit them again, and sometimes hit them a third time. These Tiger Warriors will probably have enough units to not get eliminated from playoff contention here. But an awesome little fight. Should have chased him down. Whoops. 1,500 value on that archer. Skull cannon shoots skulls. Khorne is the blood god. His chant is blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. You'll hear me say it all the time, even when I'm not playing Khorne. I don't actually like playing Khorne very much. He's boring, but his chant is awesome. But yeah, so Khorne is a chaos god, and his guys are demons. They have some mortals that fight for him as well. But yeah, so this is like a demon riding a demon motorcycle that's got a cannon on the front. And it shoots magical skulls out of it. And when you go and get more skulls, figuratively, you get more ammo to shoot more skulls out of it. Alchemist's Elixir of Puissance. This is a item with a limited use, making it of limited value to me. Pardon captives. We're not really pardoning them, we're just getting the money. Empress Crowman, yes. And we successfully do the mission. Now we've got access to a couple RORs, which will be our Bandits of the Silver Road. They are notable because they have Vanguard, and that's really what they've got. And also their arrows make them weak to fire damage, which is fine. Empress Crowmen are Onyx Crowmen. They've got like a bombard, right? Yeah. And, you know, can see further. You don't need to worry about the seeing because you've got Bhashiva. But Empress Crowmen are just good. You know, being at level 9 because their RORs just, you know, means that their attack stats will be pretty nice. And, you know, they're very quick. They're a great unit for dealing with problems, jumping onto archers, stuff like that, Savage Orc issues. Now, Bhashiva, we want to fight Grimgor, but we need to recover. How many turns can we not fight him before it becomes bad? Well, we aren't going to get a cannon anytime soon. In this direction, after then, you know, it's Kolek after Grimgor. Kolek's less scary. Kolek himself is very scary. But on the other side of him is Tamarkon, another scary thing. You know, it's all problems here for us, right? We're gonna get the HP. Get the armor. Get the HP, figuring that the regen will be nice there. Alright, and now he can choose which one he wants to do. So this is going to give us Unyielding Assault when we cast. And a big weapon buff with Sunder Armor on our guys. This will give us magic attacks when we cast. And a prayer for reserves per second. And lower... Yeah, I mean, let's just take this, right? Let's just take that. More casualty replenishment, though. And then we can get another heal. But more casting means more casting, and then this guy can stay in whatever army because we can cast more.
The tigress's coin. My blades are sharp. Stalking the land. The silent blade.
Alright, so if we recruit an Iron Hail Gunner, if we got like one of them, would we use it right? What's he got? He's got himself, the Blorks, and then a normal-ish army. Not that much heat, you know, not that many problems. I don't think the Iron Hail Gunner is necessary to spend 2 turns recruiting here, right?
I lead us to salvation.
We can get
The white tiger does not fail.
the 2 RORs, right? And then we will move here. We'll still get our big replen because we're in the right stance.
Prove yourself worthy.
We're going to increase our faction's Lord Cap by 1. Not because we need to, but because I thought maybe it would make him happy if we spent a thing. Well, we need to... Alright, so if we just get a couple more insignia, then we'll get 1,500 coin. So we'll just do that here, right? I mean, do we want more range and less ammo? Sure.
Grows mightier still. My Katara yearn for action.
And in just a few levels, we'll start getting, you know, dramatically better guys. Because when we get this ability, 10% more Fizz Resist for them, that's going to be quite nice indeed. Go with this Fizz Resist for 18. And then, you know, you're pretty... 20 Fizz Resist on any unit is a lot. Like, that's what you expect for a unit that doesn't have armor, right? To pay it off. So having a little bit, you know, that's something. And then just a couple of turns, and we will get 20% speed for every army. That will be excellent indeed. And here we go. He wants me to capture and occupy Karak Vrag, and that's what I want too. That's what I want too. Because if Grimgor stays in here for another turn, we'll just go knock on his door, right? We don't want to give him the chance to get a Waaaagh.
You are unworthy of my presence.
Drazot. You want me to pay you, Drazot? Nah, I'm good. You're kind of far from where I live. I don't really think you're going to show up. I really would like Grimgor to leave. But he's not leaving, so we're gonna have to brawl, right? This is the best chance we have to deal with him. He is crazy, right? Huge attack, massive armor, huge weapon strength, bonus versus large. However, right now he's not unbreakable. I think he gets it at like level 12, So we've got him at the very last moment where he will run away if we beat up everybody else.
There is wisdom in this.
Not likely.
And that means it's time for the most important siege of the campaign. Oh no. My least favorite kind. If you can't win them, you lose. If you do win them, you might win. Well, let's get to it. It'll be the dwarf hold. So we'll probably take bottom left. We know the architecture of this map decently, and that's the one where it'll be in the light. Crack the gate, move up around the left side of it. There's so many walls here, though, right? So many walls, so many opportunities for them to make us unhappy. She's invisible. Do we, like... Do we try to climb up a wall over here and get in? Because the thing is we'll probably just charge the wall, get up on top of it, hit them, scrap. Yeah, I mean, why not?
Against chaos.
Crossbowmen!
All hail Bhashiva.
Ten gangs faithful! Long spears! Without hesitation! The celestial faithful! Peasant archers! Wind and fire! March in ordered ranks!
After all, when you don't have artillery, you have no choice but to put your face to the foe.
It is my duty.
I mean, we do have magic, but, you know, if we get them off the wall, they don't have that many archers, right? And the crowmen are actually very good for exactly this. Dealing with foes that are trying to take advantage of your weak nature. Now, these Ironclaw Tiger Warriors are hardly the ones that I want to lose on top of a wall, but maybe we won't lose them. Grimgor is moving in, though, so we're gonna... Oh, jeez. Are we gonna get gate bugged and lose the game? We're gonna get gate... We're gonna get gate bugged and lose the game. Alright, we might get gate bugged and lose the game. Because sometimes they'll just open the gate, let your lord in. You can't control him anymore, though. Alright, we got far enough in to where we can control the lord. You know, we're probably going to lose. Grimgor's probably going to, like, walk up on a wall and start cracking people, but... Oh, jeez, the crowmen. Yeah, I think we're going to get a game over here. I think we're going to get a game over. Yep, I'm stupid. That's what it comes down to, right? I'm just real dumb. And without artillery, I don't know if I'm capable of playing the game. Because I just get nervous. I can't stand a siege without artillery. I can't get shot. I can't do it. And so instead I just lose, right? That's a great way to do it. We'll just lose the game because I can't stand to, like, get tower damage. What a moron. Grimgor is going to kill everybody on this wall. Yep, we're probably gonna lose the campaign. Splitting our forces over here was very bad, and Grimgor is likely going to just feast on everybody in our whole army. Terrible, terrible play. We're losing our best Tiger Warriors. Yeah, this is a game over, alright. Oh, well. I'm so bad at this game. Jesus. We lose everybody over there. These guys continue throwing their lives away. I'm so stupid. Like, I'm so stupid. I don't know why I am the way I am. But we are losing super hard. Just super, super hard. And we're going to continue losing, I guess. Oh well. I'm so bad at this game. And this is like, you know, if you can't win this, you can't win. And I'm just so bad. I need artillery. I don't know how to get it quicker. Alright, so back to the drawing board. How do we play differently? How do we play differently next time? I don't know. I don't know what to do that's not going to lead us to losing here, right? Can we get cannons earlier? Yeah, the thing about Total War is you literally can never lose. You're not allowed to lose, ever. You can, like, super late in a campaign, but not, like, until you've already won the campaign. If you lose, like, early, it's already over. We've already lost our best unit, which is basically a game over. Although we'll continue trying to play with sadness. But I think we're losing, right? I think we're toasted. It's not necessarily true, but I'm just pretty sure that we lose. I'm so bad. Grimgor is going to get like 200 kills. He's going to end this looking like it's me playing against the computer because he's so much like smarter than me. Because the Flock of Doom there is good, right? But now our archers have run onto the ground to try to fight these guys, so that's great. If Grimgor gets tied up with enough of these fools, like, forever, and we can, like, over a flock of... I mean, we might be able to win this. We're not going to end the campaign if all we lose is our cool unit. We'll get over that. I mean, if we win, we'll be fine, but I just don't know if we can, because Grimgor is about to be here to fight Bhashiva, and I don't think Bhashiva can brawl with him, but I guess we gotta try. She just swings in, hits him... Because, like, I think he's about to just... We're going to see our HP just drop really far, but maybe not. Yeah, we don't even connect with him at all. Well, you know, she's actually... I mean, she's making some connecting hits, right? She's getting some hits in. Oh my god, can Bhashiva win this? I guess she's not really surrounded. You're locked in here with me. Yeah! Oh my god, can she beat... No! There we go. She hits him. She cannot beat him. We need to get out of here. We are really messed up. Can we get off of this wall, like, right now? Because we're surrounded here. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's real bad. Well, we just need to fight him then and see if we can, see if we win the duel, because I don't think she does. I don't think she does, but that doesn't mean she won't. We'll give her the magic boost for, you know, more damage, and, you know, we'll do some Flock of Doom action there, and, you know, if she wins, then she's a big champion, because Grimgor is terrifying. But it looks like, you know, those animations are really good, and it looks like it interrupts your enemy's attack. Oh, yeah, it does. All right, so she, like, zoops around, and that makes her not get hit by the enemy swing. That's crazy work. Oh, my God, she's so good. Grimgor, we're going to win. We're gonna win! Are you joking? Are you kidding me? Oh, look at that hit he did on her, though. Oh, jeez. Oh, no, no, no. She was winning. But then he hit her twice and kills her. Oh, my God. Oh, we had it. Oh, we had it. Oh, but not anymore. Jeez. Ah, me. Oh, me. Oh, that was so close. 2 hits, he took down all of her hit points. Man. But Grimgor's running too now. Man, I can't believe that. We almost had it. But I guess they don't have too much left here, so maybe we'll be able to do it. Because Grimgor's running now, right? And now we can, I mean, maybe we can do this on the wall.
Raise the dragons. Sent by dragons.
Tigers forward!
Grimgor's running. We don't need to get him. We just need to... Yeah, you know, we might army loss him, right? Because even though she had to run away, you know, maybe we'll get it. But of course, if we're here under their towers, then we'll die to that. But I think, I think we're getting them. I think we're army lossing them here. I think it's on the back of the Flock of Doom casting, and that's why we were able to take the wall. Man, I can't believe she got hit back to back to back. We were doing so good, and then he just crunched her. But yeah, we're gonna get it. I think we're gonna get it. Because I think these guys can kill Grimgor. Like, he's only got 500 hit points. Like, I think this chaff will deal with him. Yep, and he shatters. And I think that's going to be the army losses for their people. Just so long as we don't army loss, right? Which we totally could. Oh, man. Oh, no, 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 no. Run, run, run. I'm like, I don't need to lose my wizard here. We might still lose. This is very, very close to the wire. Oh, a squig herd at this hour? Jeez. That's going to be so bad. I think we got a couple of guys that can deal with them. Yeah, we might lose. Might still lose. Because these long spears just get totally beat up by these gobbo archers. But yeah, but if we pop these towers, man, this is too close. And the thing is, too, is we're fighting orcs, so they're going to be able to put this back together so much better than us. We've lost our best units, but we only had like one of them. It's fine. We can deal without it. We don't really need them for fighting greenskins. But here we're going to be able to get onto these fools and just try to get what remains of them here and see if we can arm. What? Oh my! Oh, that's my tower's doing it. I'm like, no, you're joking. You know, we get on this snotty pump wagon, which has 170 hit points, but I'm like, how are they still fighting? How? But we just got to make sure that we keep fighting, because otherwise, well, then we're going to be asking these questions, like, why are we running outside of the walls at them? These are questions. Like, why can't we catch them? Why are we slower than they are? Like, what's going on that's making these goblin archers not get caught by my troops? Like, we're just not getting them at all, right? Look, 43 speed. They've got less, and then when we go to catch them, right, we're just running into this single file line. One guy hits them, and then we all stop running. No, there we go. The sweet spin move was too much, and they had to quit running away from us. As eventually Grimgor will go off of the map, and when he does go off of the map, then they will take a big leadership penalty army-wide, which will probably be the death knell for him. Probably. Goblin archers losing only slightly to my tiger warriors and stuff. You know, there are 4 times as many of them as there are of us. But it's about sending a message. And like, are we losing this fight? I think we are losing this fight. Yep, we are losing a 1v1 against goblins. Oh, they have archer tower support maybe, but I'm like, if we run away, can we fight them back? Yeah, can we cycle? This is too close, but there we go. Come on. Yeah, we're being Overwatch fired by the arrow tower. We might still lose this. This is very frustrating. Grimgor still has not made it off of the battlefield yet, so we are still suffering.
Fight as one! Attack in unison! Stone and steel! The dragons ask.
Yeah, so these Goblin Archers beat an equivalent number of Tiger Warriors. No, I think the Tiger Warriors are barely going to get it. Yeah, we've got 5 leadership. We're going to win. We're going to win this fight. Jeez. We might still lose. This is way too intense and close of a fight. Another victory like this and we lose the game anyway, right? Terrible, terrible play. If Bhashiva had just lived, if she had just not got hit one more time, and, you know, there's a lot of wishes you could have in the world. But with 9 Tiger Warriors, we eliminate the Archer unit. Because we're just so beat up. Like, how... Like, please let Grimgor just leave, right? Like, just please let him walk off and let them army loss. Like, why won't they leave? But we've got some Jade Crossbows with some ammo on the wall, and that'll have to be enough, right? But now we're up on the balance of power, at least. Grimgor's about to leave, and that might give us this win, such as it is. Grimgor's about to make it off of the map. And these crossbows are going to be able to cover all of what they have on the wall there, so that'll be nice. And we're just going to fire at these guys. We outrange them pretty heavily from the wall, plus the other effects. Grimgor is taking his sweet time. Oh, he's not leaving. Wow. That is so obnoxious. I can't believe it. That is so annoying. I honestly am flabbergasted. The AI has decided that he doesn't need to keep on running out of the map, even though that's literally what a shattered unit does. And, yeah, so they're not taking the leadership penalty, actually. And we can't go over there and fight them down. We don't have anything to send that won't die. That is so annoying. That is so incredibly obnoxious. And we win. Oh my god. Losing everything. Well, we'll see what gets taken out of the army, right? If Bhashiva just runs and doesn't die, so we keep her up. Because if we lose her for like 5 turns, that's gonna make everything else worse too. Alright, she stays up. Hey! Glorious victory! Alright! Alright. Good news, guys. We keep our good unit. We lose the Empress Crowman. What are you gonna do? And, yeah, we did it. We did it, and now, that's the hardest fight of the campaign, probably. Pyrrhic, indeed. You know, we got it done. We got it done. Grimgor is a super scary fighter. and getting him knocked down early before he gets all of his items and all of his abilities, because eventually he'll get unbreakable, and then he won't run, and then he would have carved up everybody. Wish Bhashiva didn't run. Anyway, it's okay. What? Who's this?
Lady Taoyan.
Lady Taoyan?
Cathay needs
Is she swift as a coursing river? Taoyan the Merciless. Taoyan. The T's are D sounds, right? The Tao, not the Tao. Alright, so this is the new legendary hero, and we start out with the Tyrant's Talon. Brutal. Oh, a damage per second effect. Sweet. She's going to be awesome in this army, right? This is just what we need. Another armor-piercing hero. And then, so she'll take damage and then get ward save and stuff. Gets unbreakable. Cheaper Jade Warrior upkeep. Physical resist. I mean, not bad. Okay. Yeah, awesome. Looks like this is going to be a very nice foot duelist. Taoyan the Merciless. I don't know her story. I bet she's real messed up, though. The thing about Cathay... Ooh, Grimgor defeat trait, armor, and AP damage. That's another thing. If we had... Oh, we got a quest to kill 1,000 enemies. And we got 1,000 enemies. Alright, so Taoyan. A hated name among the dragons' armies has been sighted nearby. The one known as the Merciless is infamous for having taken an unspeakably ruthless approach against her rebelling children of Yuan Shui, which saw her fall foul of the Imperial commanders. So she got exiled from the central provinces entirely. Yeah, so we got to, I think, okay, so we got to level 12 over the end of the battle. We were given a quest at level 12 to kill 1,000 enemies, which was active and checked because of the battle. And then we were given another quest to capture the battle captives, which we did in the course of the battle. So normally, we might not have gotten her immediately, but it just so happened that we hit level 12 in the battle when all of these were satisfied. And now, Taoyan the Merciless is welcomed into the army, and frankly, we're doing awesome. Because for all that I was super, super worried about the end of the campaign happening right there, now we're fine. We are cool. We are gold. We've got it all. At level 20, we'll get the Dune Dragons and the Grace of Taoyan. But yeah, we are online now. Replen 25 movement range, and we want to get... maximum number of active caravans. I mean, if we get that right now, that's the one that pays off the soonest, right? Right. We can get a caravan, get it going immediately, start getting our payout. This battle prayer is going to be so good in these longer fights. Our reserves per second, that's magic points per second. This is every 2 minutes, we're going to click this button, and then, you know, 5 or 6 magic points. That's another Flock of Doom, or another, you know, heal or so once we get those guys into the group. Replen troops action on.
I will lead us to victory.
And, yeah, I will lead us to victory. I believe you, Bhashiva. I do believe you. And you know why I believe you? Because we have taken Waaaagh. Oh. The gem mine lets you recruit the Tiger Warriors. That is cool. Don't know how it makes sense, but that is cool. Level up Blood Peak. So, Greasus is likely going to try to attack us very soon. He's not currently in a war.
The Iron Dragon's assistance.
Like, we could pay him 20 grand for an alliance, but we don't want to do that. We want to... Because if Greece's attacks, can we get back to our land in time? I mean, not really. This will be the turn that he wants to do it, because we are... Because we are weakened, right? But let's get a caravan on the road. Oh, this one's already got back, so we need to... Dispatch it, alright. So now that we've gotten Drakenhof, we just want to get, what, the, Oh, right, these fellas are at war with us now. Well, we'll just go to the Frozen Landing. And maybe that'll work out. If we go this way, well, then we'll dodge. Yeah, I would rather it go this way. I feel like that's better. And then we've got another one, so Celestially Blessed. We got a Longbow Rider, potentially Gunpowder Enthusiast. Gets Crane Gunners. Would that help as much as Longbow Riders would? I mean, yes, theoretically it would. And we'll send you up to Ironhide. Ooh, there's a relic there, so we can get one from a caravan. Well, that's good news. And we'll send them on this same road. And maybe traveling together for most of the journey, they'll be able to get something done. Well, you know, it worked out. We got our Von College Blade, which we'll probably give to, like, the next lord that we bring up, because Bhashiva has her own unique weapon. But maybe we won't, because... well, this is what we need. This, like, teleports to somebody. That's so cool. Can't wait. Anyway. We did it. I mean, we beat Grimgor one time. He's not totally gone yet. However... if we can keep this tempo up, because he has a very limited amount of land, that'll, you know, it'll keep him from getting at us. Tretch demands a gift. Tretch, how are you gonna get to war? Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna walk across all of this? You ain't gonna do nothing. You'll pay me for peace before too long. Icky Bone Crusher here. Oh, they just declared the Waaaagh. That is perfect for us. Because Waaaagh armies only go to, like, the level of the army when the Waaaagh is called. So Grimgor not having an army isn't going to be able to call one. Of course, we've got these guys here, but this is what we were looking for. This is what we were looking for. So when we fight this army, you know, we'll get a little bit of a fight. They won't be able to get up to Carrick Flag immediately, I don't think, yet, because that guy's in March. So we'll be able to hit him, go back here, maybe go to ambush, right? And get him to move up, and then... this is a bunch of Orc Biggins. Biggins are good, decent weapon strength, decent stats, right? They have anti-large. We don't have any big units. All of our tigers are just little tigers. They ain't so big. So they don't really match up well against us. And, you know, they don't have shields or anything. So they'll be able to get shot up by that. And Bhashiva should tear them up nicely. So we're gonna... well, actually, what I'm gonna do now is remember that if I stop right now, and run an errand and do some stuff in my day that I won't later look up, find that it's 5 o'clock, and that I have to deal with traffic. So, well, this has been amazing. I'm so proud of me for winning that fight. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. 'Cause, look, if we didn't get that done, we were gonna have to start over. And now we'll probably be okay. And we'll take the quest to destroy the Ard boys. I'm like, tell me, I was gonna do that anyway, bro. But we are gonna get to it, and hopefully, you know, 4 turns this goes up, and then 4 more turns and we can get cannons. So on turn 20, we'll get our first Grand Cannon. We'll probably roll like 2 of them, maybe like 4. Cannons are really good. At some point, we'll need another army. But, you know, I'm thrilled that we got that done. We popped Grimgor, got a very good defeat trade out of it, and now we get him. So I don't think he's got like lower wound timer yet, Grimgor. I think he would get that like higher in his tree at like level 12. So we might have him on the ropes semi-permanently. And this guy's got the big bosses in, so that'll be nice to take care of. He won't have any black orcs because we popped his black orc unit. So this is pretty good for us. Pretty good indeed. All right. Our faction color on the map is this sort of murky brown color, which doesn't make a ton of sense because we're like the White Tiger, and we got, in my opinion, like the best flag maybe in the whole game. I think this green and white flag is super excellent. This little one here, you know, the green and white for the caravans there, but like I just think it's an awesome banner. It's instantly recognizable. Like I could go anywhere and be like, "Oh yeah, that's my flag. That's me. You know, I'm the guy. I'm the tigress now." But anyway, perfection. And with Taoyan the Merciless as well, now we've got one more fighter that's amazing at fighting to stand there with Bhashiva, or, you know, because she's slow. She'll be in the block hanging out. So anybody that tries to break in, you know, they charge in their chariot or whatever, and then she's right there to bonk them with a trident. And if you've ever been bonked with a trident, you know that it really, really stings. Did we save it? Yes. But marvelous. And what a cool picture in the background. Do they have a new... Hey, they do have her own special background. I don't like these things on the bottom. Dismiss. Dismiss. Are these going to be gone next time? I'm going to get a mod to turn these off. You can do that. And this is, ooh, the 10th anniversary. We got a new thing. No. But here's the new Bhashiva background. It's fine, you know, it's pretty. But anyway, awesome time. When we return, we're going to be trying to get more wizards. We're going to be trying to get cannons. We're going to be trying to get, you know, access to all the cool stuff that makes Cathay what it is. And I'm just really pleased we managed to win that battle. That was a real skin of our teeth siege. Most very hard campaigns have something like that. In the first 5 or 10 turns, where you have an enemy next to you that's very scary, and if you don't put your face to the foe and manage to take them down, next turn will be even worse. See, like right there, Grimgor was calling a Waaaagh the turn after we hit them. That means if we would have waited 1 turn, he would have had 50% more army there, and we would not have been able to deal with it. All about the tempo. Managed to make the right call. Managed to somehow win the fight with a couple of shoestrings left over. But awesome stuff. I'll be back on to continue this campaign later today. Maybe I'll buy myself some more pizza. I bought pizza last week, but you know, I barely ever treat myself, so 2 weeks in a row won't be too much. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Really hope you've enjoyed the triumph of Bhashiva, who grimaces here and here. You know, She can't smile. She's just kind of snarly looking all the time. That's when I realized he's not snarling. He's sneezing. You know, those books are way too advanced for them. Anyway, no more Men in Black references. That's all. I swear. I'm gonna flash you thing you real quick, and now you won't remember him. But yes, there ain't no party like a pizza party. I'm very special, so whenever I go to the store, they just have my name on a screen. I just input a secret code into the computer, and it opens up. I don't have to wait in line or anything. You might think they do that for everyone, but I see people waiting in line every time. The fools. I, of course, have to order mine online because my telephone won't do it. I got a 10th anniversary with my phone just the other day, by the way, guys. So very exciting. I've had this same flip phone for 10 years. So I'm pretty proud of that. I bought it for $28 plus tax, and it is still kicking. Buy it for life, right? Anyway, I'll see you guys later on. Later, Ellie. So nice to hang out this morning, and thanks for cheering us on. Man, that was wild. What a fight. Even though Bhashiva lost that duel ultimately, she crunched Grimgor down by like 4,000 hit points. Nothing else in our whole army was going to do that. We didn't have any problem-solving things for Grimgor besides her. She did what she had to do. And we're also seeing from that engagement that if we just run onto walls, she probably is the best character in the game at fighting on top of a wall. Her animations are really good. The splash attacks are really good. It seems like they have a lot of problems sticking onto her. And, yeah, maybe we don't need cannons. Maybe we'll just take the wall. I'm lying. We definitely need cannons. We're going to get them eventually. Anyway, that's all for me right now. I've been rambling at the end of it. We could have done another turn while I was talking. I know, right? Anyway, see you guys later.